I'm going to stop the music if you hopefully all can hear it, and we will get started. All right, this is the hidden dangers of processed foods and how to unlock your health naturally with action steps that you can take today. And it's a root cause approach for people who suffer with fatigue, brain fog, insomnia, weight gain, and hormone imbalance. Welcome. Type in the chat where you're from. All righty. It's good to see everybody here. All right. I had this before. Go to the doctor's office. Do you have a more user-friendly scale? They never seem to match what you got at home. So here's what you're going to learn today. Here's a little bit about Kevin. He was having some issues with swelling and discomfort and abdominal issues and soreness in his feet and hands. And we got him off of processed foods, got him off of gluten, bad oils, and alcohol, and all those symptoms started going away. Here's Emily. She had an autoimmune disease, and we got her off processed foods and looked at everything that was going on with her, and she was doing great. And here's Sarah. She was having problems with pain, and part of the pain was her diet and the processed foods and the bad oils and things that we're going to talk about tonight. And here's Michael. We just started him on some natural things, and he'd had a lot of problems after he had COVID, and we got him fixed up. So, overview of tonight's masterclass. What are highly processed foods? The hidden dangers of these processed foods contain. Why whole foods are key to improving your metabolism, reducing inflammation, and boosting energy, improving gut health, enhancing your immune system. And I'll share action steps that you can start using today. I'll also include an offer for you to learn more about your particular health situation. Oh, I've been dieting for a month and that cat shed more than I have. A little bit about me. I'm Dr. Claude Stevens. I've been in healthcare for nearly 50 years. Started out as a medic in the Air Force, working in a newborn nursery, labor and delivery, postpartum. Became a registered nurse, and I've worked in all areas of the hospital. I spent 10 years working in the operating room, and after 19 years as a chiropractor, I now specialize in functional medicine. I'm a certified functional medicine practitioner, and my passion has always been to help people achieve better health. I search for the root cause of patients' health problems, and I know that each person is an individual and that similar symptoms may have different underlying causes. It's like one person might have problems with fatigue, or two people, and one might be because of their diet, another might be because of their hormones. You have to find the root cause. So those of you who stay till the end tonight, I have a special gift. My booklet, The Hidden Dangers of Processed Foods, and Your Path to Whole Food Health, a comprehensive guide to nourishing your body naturally. Why food matters in functional medicine. As a functional medicine practitioner, I view food as medicine. That's central in restoring the balance and addressing the root causes of health issues rather than just treating the symptoms. That's what standard medicine does. Western medicine treats the symptoms. Come in, got a symptom, they give you a pill for it. Or they decide they might need to cut something out of your body. In functional medicine, we look for the root cause and we treat it, restoring the balance and looking for that root cause. Now, imagine if your body's like a garden. I don't know if any of you do gardening. And if the soil's poor and the plants are struggling, you can't just simply water them to make them grow and thrive. Well, we have to address what the soil's quality, the root cause of why your plants are not doing well. And by adding nutrients and removing weeds, the garden can flourish. And that's what whole foods do for our bodies. So, what are these highly processed foods? Highly processed foods are those that have been altered from their natural state and often contain additives to enhance flavor, texture, and shelf life. So let's look at some labels. And you go to the store, I mean, there's lots of stuff to look at, but looking at labels is very, very important. So here we go. Here's a food that some people like to eat. Cheerios. It's 140 calories per cup, 5 grams of protein, 29 carbohydrates, 2 grams of added sugar. And look at the ingredients here. You got whole grain oats, maybe it's whole grain, sugar, cornstarch, honey, brown sugar syrup, salt, potassium phosphate, canola and or sunflower oil. And then they also say, natural and artificial flavors. A lot of calories, a lot of carbs in that, not much protein. Here's another one. Cinnamon Toast Crunch. 170 calories per cup. Only 2 grams of protein, 33 carbs, 12 grams of sugar. And after the whole grain wheat, you got sugar, rice flour, canola and or sunflower oil, fructose, another sugar, maltodextrin, another sugar, dextrose, another sugar, salt, cinnamon, again, the trisodium phosphate, soy lecithin, caramel color, rosemary extract, BHT, added to preserve the freshness. Interesting in the warnings and allergies down here, it says wheat and soy ingredients warning to be used under the direct supervision of an adult. Have an adult help cut up all the pieces. They don't look that big, but it seems to me that's a choking hazard for a child. Here's a good one. Campbell's chicken noodle soup. 140 calories per half a cup. I don't know anybody that'll eat half a cup. It's only 3 grams of protein, 8 carbs, less than a gram of sugar. It's got enriched egg noodles. You know what enrich means, don't you? Let's say I want to enrich you. You give me $100 and I give you 7 or 8 back. Now you're enriched. Do you feel enriched? I wouldn't feel enriched. I'd feel like I was robbed. But that's how they enrich these things for your food. This one, the enriched egg noodles only have seven additive things. Niacin, ferrous sulfate, thiamine, mononitrate, riboflavin, folic acid. And then, of course, monosodium glutamate. I remember when I was a kid, that was the best stuff. Everybody was using it. My mother used to buy it in these big containers and put it on everything. I don't use monosodium glutamate anymore. It's not really the best for your body. It does have a specific taste. And if I eat anything that has monosodium glutamate in it, I know it because I'm familiar with that taste. But then there's cornstarch, modified cornstarch, natural flavoring. I used to have a patient who worked for the FDA, and his job was to create artificial flavors for foods. And that's what they call natural flavoring. Of course, then there's dried chicken broth, sugar, beta carotene for color. So they put a little orange in there to give it some color. Oh, here's a good one. Loaded Tricks with a vanilla cream filling. 180 calories per cup. It's got sugar, vegetable oil, canola, palm oil, palm kernel, and or sunflower oil, cornstarch, rice flour, corn syrup, another sugar, salt, soy lecithin, There you go again, natural and artificial flavor, red 440 and blue number one. The state of California has banned 3 different food colorings, including these two, from kids' lunches at school. And of course, I have to warn you that it contains wheat and soy. Oh, and I looked for the nutrient ingredients on this. All I could find was how many calories per cup. I couldn't find out how many carbs, but I'm sure that most of that is carbs. Probably no protein. Of course, they say there's a lot of fiber in there. And good old Heinz ketchup. 1 tablespoon is 20 calories. 20 calories. That's about the size of one of those packets you get at the restaurant. There's no protein, 5 carbs, 4 grams of added sugar. And it contains tomatoes and then fructose corn syrup, sugar, highly processed, and then natural flavorings. I would think tomatoes will be a natural flavoring in ketchup, but who knows? And here's a favorite of a lot of people. Just pick this one because it's been out there for a while. 12-ounce can of Coca-Cola, 140 calories, 0 grams of protein, 39 carbs. That's like a half a cup of sugar. And that's 30 grams of added sugar. Look at the ingredients: carbonated water, high fructose corn syrup, caramel color, phosphoric acid, natural flavors. So it's basically carbonated water with sugar and caramel color. And of course, their proprietary blend. So all of these processed foods have negative effects on our body. Causes our blood sugar to spike, leading quickly to energy boosts followed by a crash. This is roller coaster effect, strains our metabolism, and it can lead to conditions like type 2 diabetes, obesity, chronic fatigue. And trans fats found in processed foods contribute to inflammation, which is linked to conditions like arthritis, heart disease, brain fog, and poor digestion. Now, good old whole foods. These are unprocessed. Might find some that are minimally processed that are already chopped up, but most of these are whole grains, frozen, or fresh foods in their natural state. You have fresh vegetables like leafy greens and colorful bell peppers, and they provide antioxidants that help combat inflammation. Healthy fats in foods like avocados and nuts support brain function, and whole grains like quinoa and whole oats help to stabilize sugar, keeping your energy steady throughout the day. Eating a salad before you eat helps also to stabilize your blood sugar. Now, it's not your fault. We're programmed that these processed foods are good for us. We're told that they're healthy and that add ingredients that are sometimes difficult to pronounce. So don't worry about it. It's just, that's some fancy word. And we're told that because they save us time and work, that they are a great benefit to us. Not so great for our health. So here are some practical tips to help reduce processed foods. Plan and prep meals, cook at home, read labels carefully, choose whole grains, and replace sugary drinks. So, plan and prep. Spend a few minutes each weekend planning out your meals with simple ingredients like roasted vegetables, fresh vegetables, grilled chicken, fish, meats, healthy grains. And it can save you from relying on fast food during a busy week. Cook at home. And, the best way to control what you're eating is to cook your own meals using fresh whole ingredients. That way you know exactly what's in there because you put it there. There are some food services that prepare meals like this that you can just heat up. They're not frozen and they're not highly processed. If anybody would like to know what those are, let me know and I will put that in the chat for you. There are some out there really nasty. Lots of bad ingredients for you. Label reading. Avoid packaged foods with more than 5 ingredients or ingredients that you can't pronounce. For example, a whole grain bread should contain whole grains, water, yeast, and salt, not high fructose corn syrup and preservatives. And if you're going to eat grains, choose whole grains. That's the whole thing. It's not been processed. It's got the flax. It's got the seed part. All of it is there. They didn't take anything out of it. And instead of eating processed foods like white bread and pasta, you can actually make a zucchini pasta and it's pretty good. Or you can chop up cabbage and use that too as a noodle-like substance. Replace those sugary drinks. Swap out the sugary sodas and energy drinks for herbal teas or infused water with lemon, cucumber, some fruit if you like. Something, give it some taste so it doesn't, you're not just feel like you're just drinking plain water. And also, sugary drinks, the diet drinks have the same insulin response as the ones with regular sugar in them or the high fructose corn syrup. So when that sweet taste hits your mouth, the body thinks that there's sugar coming. It starts getting to release insulin. When it gets down to your stomach, there's no sugar. Insulin's got to do something, so it starts storing things as fat. So does this sound like you? I had one client who was a busy professional, struggle with afternoon energy crashes. So by reducing sugary snacks and incorporating whole food options like almonds and fresh fruit, she noticed steady energy levels and lost 10 pounds in the first month. How about this one? Another client who had joint pain and digestive issues experienced relief after switching from processed convenience foods to a diet rich in fresh vegetables, lean proteins, and whole grains. So as functional medicine, we look at each person uniquely, as I said before. And like I said, for instance, two people with fatigue might have different root causes. One might be due to poor gut health, while another might be related to hormone imbalances. And we use tools like comprehensive health assessment, advanced labs to understand the full picture and create a tailored plan that includes dietary changes, lifestyle adjustments, and natural therapies. So in functional medicine, we're not just going to give you something to take and send you on your way. It actually requires you to be a participant in your own health. There are things for you to do. And here is a comprehensive health questionnaire. And like a detective, I search for the root cause and come up with a plan of action. Here's some good-looking foods. Those are all whole foods to start with. So, calorie density versus nutrient density. Look at those good old potato chips. Those are calorie dense and nutrient poor. You ever look at a bag of potato chips when it says a serving size? It'll say something like 10 chips. Who's just going to eat 10 chips? Remember the old Pringles commercial? Bet you can't eat just one. They made them specifically so you couldn't just eat one. That apple has all its nutrients, and the fiber, which is good for your intestinal tract, and all those good guys that live in our gut. Highly processed foods are calorie dense, nutrient poor foods. And guess what? They're found in the center of the grocery store. Excuse me a second, yeah. And there you go down the aisles, and there I look at the cereal aisle. You wouldn't believe how I can't believe that there are that many different kinds of cereal. So here's a list of 20 highly processed foods that are in common in many diets. We've got sodas, regular and diet, packaged snack cakes like Twinkies, Ding Dongs, those kind of things, instant noodles like ramen, frozen pizzas, processed deli meats, bologna, salami, processed hams. Another thing to look for with those is the nitrates, really bad for your body. Chicken nuggets, and it doesn't matter where you get them, flavored potato chips, microwave popcorn, sweetened breakfast cereals. We showed some of those earlier. Canned soups, especially with added preservatives. Frozen dinners, TV dinners. We used to get more some of the food services that have the frozen meals. Packaged cookies like Oreos, Chips Ahoy, or those that you get at Sprouts or Whole Foods or Costco or Sam's. Their brand, look at the label. And they taste good. Bet you can't eat just one. Processed cheeses, the cheese slices or spray cheese. Cheese in a can is not cheese. Frozen or regular French fries, store-bought muffins, bottled salad dressings, especially the creamy varieties, candy bars, fruit snacks, gummy bears, fruit roll-ups, and all those new health things that they're coming out with that they're calling gummies, full of sugar. And prepackaged instant rice and pasta dishes, flavored rice packets, mac and cheese, even some of the ones that say they're healthy or that you think would be healthy. And these foods typically contain preservatives, artificial ingredients, added sugars, unhealthy fats, and sodium. I was looking at the grocery store the other day to see if I could find a healthy chip. And I was at Costco, and I looked at every bag of chips that they had. And every one of them, except for one, was made with seed oil. The only one that wasn't made with seed oil was a sweet potato chip, and that was made with avocado oil. But all the other chips are made with seed oils. Those are really bad for you. So, what have we learned so far today? We got the hidden dangers of processed foods and their impact on your health. How whole foods can help support weight loss, improve digestion, and boost vitality. And practical, easy to apply tips for reducing processed foods. Do some meal planning. Make sure you're reading the labels. Make some simple swaps. You don't have to start out and change everything all at once, but start by making some simple swaps and cook at home if you can. Any questions? All right, then. Now, you may be wondering, how can I get the same results and how can we work together? And if so, got some information for you. We look at this as a little chart of the difference between conventional healthcare and functional medicine. Long-term investment with conventional healthcare, lots of dollars. Functional medicine, not quite as much, but nothing is really totally inexpensive. You go to the conventional doctor, they're going to spend 8 minutes with you. Functional healthcare, 30, 60, 90 minutes. Side effects with conventional care or new symptoms. Side effects with functional medicines, a new wardrobe. Intervention, conventional medicine is pills. Functional medicine is skills. And the paradigm with conventional healthcare is your body's broken. with functional medicine and natural health care, your body is wise. So, if you'd like, you can schedule a 30-minute discovery call. And on this call, we'll discover the specific health challenges you are facing, what you've tried in the past that hasn't worked, what your specific health goals are, and why they're important to you. My goal is to help you reach your goals. And then we'll determine if working together is the right next step for you. And if I'm not the right one, I'll try to help you find the right person to work with. So who is this call for? This call is for those of you who have tried everything to feel better, but have had little to no results. Those who want to learn a healthy and sustainable way to improve your health, who have difficulty losing weight, low energy, poor sleep, imbalanced hormones, pain, arthritis, inflammation, high blood pressure, diabetes, and or diagnosed with an autoimmune disease. Those of you who are willing to invest in yourself and take action. You can spend the money. If you're not willing to take the action, not really worth it, is it? And those of you who feel worthy of having the health and body that you deserve. What you can expect. You can scan this code to schedule your appointment and use the code Masterclass. Normally for this 30-minute discovery call, it's $49. If you use the code Masterclass, you get $49 off. So that's one of my gifts to you tonight for attending this, is save you the $49 for the appointment. Or when you do that, you can click. I'm going to put the link into the chat here. You can either click on that link or scan the code. And when you do that, you go to my electronic health record. You'll pick a time that works for you, complete a short survey, enter the coupon code Masterclass, confirm your appointment. This is kind of what it looks like when you do it on your phone. There'll also be an email to you to ask you to activate your account and practice better, where you can send me text messages and we can discuss things that we don't want to do over the internet. This is all HIPAA compliant. Any questions? All right. Thank you all for attending. Y'all have a great evening, and I will talk to you later.